AdlEire is honorary Filipino already. I think they've all given him the badge of honor.
If Google Translate is paid,
Mm-hmm.
AdlEire would have gotten the premium subscription for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can get a freemium subscription to being Filipino?
No,
AdlEire
because
would.
he's using Google Translate so much to translate the words. Because we don't talk to him in English, we talk to him in Filipino.
Yeah.
I think he broke Google Translate. Was the last I heard.
Well, he's helping the AI learn very fast.
But he looks like he's having fun there. I think most of them are asking AdlEire to fly to Manila or Philippines.
Not sure if they want that.
Careful what they ask for, right?
That's asking for trouble.
Ah, there he is. I think he just joined.
Hey, AdlEire.
Where's the whiskey? The ice blocks clinking in the glass.
He's packing his bags and getting ready to go. I think a lot of them are first timers to the AMA from the Indonesian and Filipino channels.
How many people can we have in here?
We'll find out. So the first half of the AMA tonight will be updates from the games team. So usually we'll try to do this once every couple of weeks, which is extremely focused onto progress of the stuff in our roadmap. These updates will be shared by me and the team, and then the second half is the usual AMA sessions that you guys have. So I've tried to put a structure in place with Piyush as well. So we had a chat with him today, so that you guys get regularly updated with things that are happening, things are being put into place and being delivered. So the structure helps us base also the kind of updates we want to give, because the truth is not all updates or progress can be done in a short amount of time. Some take weeks. So with this structure, you'll get meteor updates coming in from us, so that you guys can actually see what are the things that are being delivered. I guess we can start now, can't we, Phil?
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure.
Are we not waiting for Benny?
I think he might. He might be on another call. I think even Alpha Numnut is here, not here as well.
Did you just call him Alpha Nut?
It's pineapple alpha numbnut.
I hope you guys recorded that, because I'm going to use it on my call tomorrow morning.
No. That's the name that he put for his Discord name.
Yeah,
For
he
moderator
changed his name to Alpha Numbnut.
That is legit his community title.
Really?
And yes, I
Someone
think we're
gave me an
recording it.
idea.
Yeah. I mean, like, he put it as his name. All right, let's start. So, the first thing that I'm gonna update you guys is that I mentioned before that we were signing developers for our ecosystem that will expand the utility cases for the tubes. So, the first signed game will be an RPG match 3, like puzzle and dungeons. What we want to do is already make a deck really similar to how Cryptid Punks made their presentation, so you guys can take a look at the game concept, how it will play out, and how utility for the tubes will take into place. So the strategy behind this is that we want to introduce people into the ecosystem without forcing them immediately with the utility of tubes or cogs. So when we launch the mobile games that we are about to release, it is not going to be like you can't play this game unless you have tubes, because that would be very prohibitive in terms of growth. They will be able to play the game like a normal mobile game. However, they will start seeing people on leaderboards or in PvP modes that have additional benefits or stat boosts or some kind of aesthetic changes to their characters based on what tubes they're holding or what cogs they're holding in their OID wallet, right? So that gives them a strong incentive for them to deep dive into the ecosystem and start to take a look. Oh, I met this guy in PvP and he had this special move that I don't have. How did he get it? And then he starts being integrated to the ecosystem by, oh, okay, I can get a tube from the marketplace. put it in my OID wallet, and activate it in the game. So that is just one of the games that will be released. The soon-to-be signed game will be a top battler like Beyblade as well, with a mechanic that's more suitable for turn-based play. So these cogs that you'll be using as Beyblades will show up as characters or abilities depending on how the developer wants to implement it. But we are not only going to focus on tubes, individual cogs as well will have those kind of characters or abilities. So these tubes might be used as stat modifiers, but then the cogs might be used as the representation of how the blade would be. For this, like unequipped tubes can still be staked and will earn from tournaments across all the games. So if you are not going to use it in the game, you can use it in the staking windows that we provide once the tournament modes rolls out. So at least they can choose how they want to actually use the tubes that they own. The other thing that we are going to implement soon and probably within the week is the competitive mode for Slam. So we are calling this mode, this version 1.1, and we are moving away from the grind of being able to earn 100 coins a day by just fighting against bots or occasionally fighting against human players. We are going to award arena tickets for people who are going to do daily quests, and these arena tickets can be used in the arena. However, if you want to compete in the arena, you need 40 cogs in your container, and those cogs need to be real NFTs and not just demo cogs. So that allows people who are moving from the daily grind into the arena mode and be able to earn NFTs and coins through that mode itself. However, we do understand that there will be a segment of players who will not be able to afford to buy NFTs at the start. They can still earn coins, but they have to rank against the top 100 in the leaderboard whenever we release one. So we are planning to have 2 or 3 leaderboard challenges every month, meaning that you play for 1 week and then after that you get the coins. You can choose to cash out those coins if you want to. However, it's highly recommended that you start buying cogs for you to be able to fill up your container to 40 NFTs, and then once the tournament mode is ready, you are also required to have 40 NFTs in your container to be able to play the tournament mode as well. So we are building towards the game, towards more competitive kind of gameplay versus them just basically grinding, right? Because I don't see a lot of users actually getting better at the game if the only thing they do is just beat Fadz 5 times in a row or beat Ben 5 times in a row. I think we wanna make sure people get better and better at the game, and the only way to do this is to go up against better players in situations like arena or tournaments. Choobing contract was deployed today, so I know we promised Choobing last Friday. We had a bit of hiccup in terms of putting that to place. Today, I think we got the Choobing contract delivered to us for testing, and I think we should be able to update tomorrow whether or not people can start Choobing the cogs that we promised last Friday. Hold on. And then for IAPF, I know we were supposed to announce the IAPF winner last week, but it seems that one of the winner of the IAPF tournament or contest was a wallet owned by one of our employees that he didn't declare to us, so we basically had to take action, and we will be doing the redraw later today. And shortly after that, we will be doing a community giveaway via Meng to welcome the new players coming in from the Filipino and Indonesian channels as well. So if you can see the number of participants today in our AMA, you have a large amount of people here that are first timers, so please welcome them. Let me take some questions. Where should I start? Is it from Alpha Namnat? Atesh? Sorry.
Fat Alpha Namna is me.
I know. But
It's
I called you Alpha Namnat, and I think Piyush was shocked at the audacity that I had. But I said, that's the name you actually put for yourself. I didn't.
Yeah, that's the name that I was assigned today by
Okay.
Atesh.
by
I'll, I'll,
Atesh.
cha- I'll change it after the AMA.
Okay.
Fadz, not shocked at the audacity, but finally I was just happy that our beloved Pete is getting credit where it's due.
Yeah, Piyush was looking for P, and then he messaged me and says, "Pete, where the hell are you?" I'm like, "I'm in Discord." Where are you? I can't find you. It says I changed my name.
Can't seem to find the first question, but let me check.
I tagged you, Fadz. That tag, if you go to that one, that was the first one.
Can you update the Cog Slam player count downloads? I think we've passed 75,000 already, Crypto Bull, but I'll get the updated numbers sent out in an infographic. We want to do that every couple of weeks so people can know. But I think Ben also reveals the numbers during the 90-second updates. It does grow pretty quickly, so we want to get you the latest numbers whenever possible. So if you were to take a look at the Google Play downloads count, what it does is it does 10,000. Sorry, it does 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, and then 100,000, right? So I think we are closer to the 100,000 download mark now. I heard individual use cases, which individual COGs have different use case, min number come into play at all. I can't comment on this craze. It really depends on how we want to put that into play with the developers that are coming in. But individual COGs for sure, yeah. We wanna reward people who are holding on to individual COGs that are valuable as well. And potentially, I mean, it's a good idea, right? Min numbers could potentially give you like some additional buff is possible. But don't hold me to it. I think Phil will give you a bit more insight into it once the developer discussions are done. But
Yeah,
all I know is that we can choose whether or not to give some stat or utility to different NFTs within our ecosystem.
I think what's going to happen is since there will be several concurrent games going on, we will spread the themes from different editions among the games, and then eventually, with updates, those themes will start to be interoperable among the games.
Yeah, depends on the theme of the game as well, right, Phil? We can
Yeah.
feature certain collections as well
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
core collection for that game. Can we still buy arena keys with our coins after the update? I think we are going to allow you to actually get one key per day through play to earn. So I think buying keys will be moot after that too, Ron. You need to grind to get those keys, and you need 40 NFTs in your container before you can enter arena to get a daily chance at play to earn rewards.
Sorry, Fadz. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to buy arena entry as well.
With in-app purchases?
With coins.
With coins. Okay. I apologize about that.
So you'll be able to play as much arena in a day as you want, for sure.
Or if you can buy with coins.
Yeah.
When tournament tokenomics for payouts. So Urban, what we discussed just now with the BAs was that before the tournament mode is implemented, the first thing we need to do is migrate all our players over to arena so that they have 40 cogs and an understanding of the competitive gameplay for Slam. And then after that, once that's done, once we start putting the tournament mode in place, we'll have discussions with the community on how it's executed. So you guys get a say on how it's done. However, we do have to balance out the benefit to the whole ecosystem and player base instead of just focusing on the utility case for tubes and stakeout just for a select group instead. So don't worry, we've taken your advice or your feedback and said that we will include you in the rollout or planning of the rollout for tournaments. What genres are the new games going to be? The first game I can mention is a Connect 3 RPG game, like Puzzles and Dragons. And then the second one is like going to be like Beyblade. So the Beyblade one is was it set in stone that it's going to be turn-based, Phil? Very likely, right?
It's turn-based, but it doesn't feel turn-based.
Okay. When frequent, all the answers all the questions regarding tournament will be answered later, Urban, not now. are KOGs involved in the new economic model? Well, I won't be able to release too much information regarding economic model, but definitely they are. Choobs are involved in the new economic model. Any news regarding Apple, or are they still doing their thing and you waiting for their feedback? Well, we have a new chief product officer that just joined us, and he's trying to see whether he can flex on his experience in network to see whether Apple will crumble. So we'll see how that will play out. But as usual, we need all the help we can get because we've been stuck here for a long time and we haven't been able to commit on a release date for Apple yet till now. Will we be able to match against friends and slam by joining the same lobby? We will try to implement that urban, but we will have to make it a very casual mode where the stats are not tracked because we don't want people to start playing with each other or bots to mess up on the leaderboard challenges. We dubbing AdlEire as an official translator. I don't know. Give him another couple of months. He might be speaking Tagalog fluently already by now. You see, he's already speaking Tagalog now. When KML for CryptoPunks, will we need to wait 2 weeks after the mint to be able to Choob? Well, we are waiting for the public sale to finish, which is I think tomorrow, and then we'll have a meeting with them to see whether we can put everything into place for them to participate in the KML. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, we need to coordinate with the guys from our tech team to implement this. So once that meeting is done, we should be able to update you when KML can be done.
Will you guys give us a chance to vote on a border for that cog collection, or are they gonna propose a border? Or
that's an awesome idea, man. Honestly, because the thing is, we set the borders, right, Phil?
Yeah, but I think I'm definitely gonna ask them to if they'd like to design a border, because obviously they are amazing with graphics. So I definitely want to work with them for the border.
Matt the Vulture, is play for keeps still on the cards? As much as we want to focus on this kind of game modes, I think that would be the final thing that we implement, Matt. Simply because the thing is, we're gonna have to put everything in an escrow while that game is being played, and then it will be paid out afterwards, right? So that people don't close the client if they lost the actual cogs during the game. Any other questions for me and my team?
you missed one of the ones I asked about
one?
the Havoc mode.
Havoc mode 4 against 1.
Or
This one,
4 people just slamming at the same time randomly, and
one-
whatever you flip, you win.
we actually had a chat with one of the game developers that actually have done games for VR and AR as well. So we may not be able to commit it on mobile, but we might go into further discussions on them to see whether that's possible to do it in the metaverse, right?
Yep.
So that would be a riot. Just give you guys a fat stack and everybody slams their ass off.
Oh, please. That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
Even
so-
VR slamming would be amazing. Never mind that mode.
Yeah, so the fact that we've expanded our discussions across multiple developers gives us more options on how to implement utility for tubes and gameplay experiences for the community. The new games we are releasing is not generally meant to keep serving the same audience. Every new game will bring in a new group of players into our ecosystem. So we're not typically recycling people from Slam into Game 2 or Game 3, Game 4. Each game will be marketed differently to different segments and different demographics, right? So that will bring a good mix to us before end of the year, so that by the time we've released 4 or 5 games, there will be plenty of different types of people entering the metaverse, which is, according to our mandate, which is digital adoption. We just don't want one type of user. We want as many types of users as possible to find relevance in our ecosystem. Puzzle and Beyblade, that's 2 games. 2 more later this year. Yeah, so I don't want to overcommit on this, Atish, but Puzzles and Dragons and Beyblades are likely to be the first 2. The other 2, we're still going through the list, and we just want to make sure that the rollout is done in a manageable way, right? You don't want to actually overload our team with too many launches in a short amount of time. But I think once the second game comes out, the third game will come out soon after that, and then we have some time to actually grow the community, and then the next two games will come out after that as well.
Fadz, talking about Blade, you saw the teaser video we created, right? Can I share it here in Discord?
You can, but you're gonna get a lot of questions, bro. So if you're ready
It's
for
a
that,
risk we're all willing to take.
Why don't you let me?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you just hold back for a while, man.
All right, all right.
everybody is uh, trigger happy on the mute button these days. We use YGG to boost game awareness and community growth. Twitter COGs growth is very slow, single digit per day. Same for Facebook. Well, we actually see a larger amount of growth coming in from other channels, KB76. So YGG has been very active for us during the closed beta period, but because they've diversified themselves into a lot of games, it's very different when they had only XC. Right now, they're playing at least about 5 or 6 games at the same time. What we're doing is not relying only on YGG, but also the community, other communities outside of YGG in Philippines and Indonesia. And based on the numbers, what was surprising is that we had really good growth numbers for Philippines, but when we opened up to 175 countries and basically started doing a bit of organic marketing in Indonesia, the number of Indonesians and Filipinos almost neck to neck down, and they caught up in a span of a month versus Philippines, which took 3 months. That just shows that Indonesians are pretty hungry for play to earn, and I think it is one of the few companies that focus on Indonesia. So we expect to use the same kind of community channels that they use instead of the general one, which is like Facebook or Twitter. Uh, Oddly enough, the community that is likely to come into our space isn't going to come from Twitter, because I don't think Twitter is as big in Southeast Asia versus the rest of the channels. And if you look at it right now, I think TikTok and other video channels like, is it Kumu Chino? That's the other one that's also building up pretty quickly, right?
In the
Yep, Kumu
Philippines,
and
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. So these two channels are actually quite aggressive in terms of putting influencers and stuff like that. We have quite a long list of influencers both in Indonesia and Philippines, and a lot of these influencers have a few million followers, right? So how we're timing it is after the business model shifts into you need 40 COGs in your account and then arena ticket to play. It will trigger the influencer program that's happening across multiple influencers, not just one or two per country. And then after that, move on to Indonesia as well, because this thing is these influencers are also promoting play to earn. However, their followers tend to want to engage with them, so we also want to invite those influencers into our AMA segments. So Filipinos and Indonesians might be able to see their favorite influencer in one of our channels or one of our Discord or Twitter spaces as well. It's really up to how we want to manage the engagement, but these guys are paid endorsers. What we expect to happen after the paid endorsers come in is that you have multiple smaller channels opening up, and we want to support those channels instead of focusing on paid endorsers, right? Those smaller channels will help them grow. They will build a base of followers and gamers, and that's how the ecosystem should support itself.
Any possibility of having options other than Alchor, since Alchor's price is different from market price?
So right now, what is being bought from Alchor has to be adjusted frequently because the movement in price, right? But however, we have tranches of how much people are willing to pay for the price of converting wax on RFOX into wax. We will release the schedule on when we will top up those accounts, especially when there's a big movement in pricing. But as of now, we will not top up unless the current batch of buy orders is depleted. So it's up to you to hold those coins when the market fluctuates, or exchange them to get money straight away. Will beta testers be invited for the new games, and what is the criteria? We haven't decided how we want to invite beta testers, but we expect the first version or closed beta version to be released for the first game in a couple of months, Atish. So we have plenty of time to maybe do a raffle or maybe do a whitelist for beta. We can get creative around that.
Choobs, you need choobs.
There's a question. When can we transfer RFOX to Metamask?
RFOX to Metamask. Let's ask Alpha Namnat.
I don't understand when can we transfer RFOX to Metamask. Metamask is Metamask. I mean, RFOX is supported on Metamask on both ETH and BSC.
I think he's talking about the earnings.
The one that's coming from the game, I guess.
Yeah.
From Wax? Oh, you gotta use the bridge to move from Wax to ETH. Bridge.rfox.finance.
While we're talking about bridging, what's going to happen for the ETH to BSC bridge with Multiplechain.xyz going?
Multichain.xyz is shutting down that website. They're rebranding to multichain.org. So yeah, it's there. It's the same thing, same contract,
Okay.
same thing, different. Just a rebrand and the UI is slightly different, but same damn thing works perfectly the same.
Yeah, I'm reaching out to the team to see how much of the team transfers across. I think we all know the backstory, right? We know who developed it, got it up and running, all the rest of it. So, yep.
Can you make transferring coins to RFOX faster at least one day? The reason why we delay 3 days is to make sure that the coins earned are legit, Lemuel. We just want to make sure that the transactions, that the way you earn those coins are not bypassing any of our security requirements. Let's open the floor for questions for Ben and the rest of the team members. Is that okay with you guys? Take it away.
I'll tell you, good evening, everybody. Urban Gecko, who wants to sell me? I've told you this story the other night. For those who weren't here, I can tell you. I thought I had
send me a DM. I want to sell one of my RFOX 2020.
I thought I had my hands on one. I thought I had one. I put out a standing order and I said I'll pay 10K for one if someone wants to sell me one. And I got someone to say, I'll sell you for 10K, and you know the story. And then I said, okay, and then it was gone. They sold it to someone else, a lot cheaper. I was heartbroken. Standing, yeah, that's the one. One sold for 6K AdlEire. So I still have a standing order out there if anyone wants one. If anyone wants to sell one for 10K. Can you explain the difference between the RFOX NFT platform and Opensea? One of them's going to be good.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, quite simply. And
one of them will have a good uptime.
Yeah, one of them. Pete will probably fill in the gaps on because everybody has different perspectives, and when you've got a multifaceted offering, you probably look for different things. You look for the things that appeal to you. So the things that appeal to me personally, that I think are great compared to Opensea, is that this will be multi-chain, which I think is extremely important. And the difference between something like Opensea, if you say NFT platform and Opensea, the platform that we have allows you to create NFTs from the beginning, have your own site, and create your own marketplace. So that's very different. But I think the best part of that as well is that you can actually display your NFTs in one spot, regardless of what chain, as long as we facilitate that chain's function. So ultimately, I think it has a lot of benefits over Opensea, and I think a lot of people that are technical have sort of said you're mental trying to take that on. Why wouldn't you just try and build something simple? But I think anyone who's been around in this project for a while realizes that we don't mind the mental stuff, because this is something that's more logical, right? It's like, back in the old days of videos when you had beta and VHS and all the rest of it, it's what we're trying to do is make sure that we can play anything, and that anything works. The thing is that there's so much segregation and so many silos and so much maximalism in the space, and we're just trying to make sure that this platform is interoperable. And you can't really have a metaverse unless you're focused on interoperability, right? So that's really important. How do you do standing orders? You don't. It's a metaphorical standing order, mate. It's a anyone want to sell it to me? You stand up and verbally present your orders. They are some loud keystrokes. This multi-chain will finally allow me to sell my COGs to ETH millionaires. There may be other options for that. How will you do marketing for the new NFT platform? So, Ziggy, we're in a good situation with that because the projects that use the NFT platform will be fantastic marketing for us as well. I think that the one thing that happens in this space too much is too much marketing and too much hype on things that don't work or don't exist. And having actual companies launch and roll out and people use things is, I think, the most effective form of marketing in the initial stages. We have to establish the product market fit, which I think will come very quickly, and then we can really build on the back of that. And we've got a couple of products that are coming up that will really help to get some traction for that as well. How high will the gas fee be when the RFOX NFT platform goes live? Oh, I've got no idea. With the NFT platform, I think, Pete, maybe some people don't know it. And maybe, because I did get told this the other week, someone said stop speaking in code. There's a lot of new people here. So 721A is allows gas reduction, and as Pete was saying before, it's about 2.7 times cheaper than normal gas on a single transaction, and then once you put through multiple transactions at once, it's actually a lot cheaper still. It gets to scales of economy. And the thing is that the 721A makes gas almost affordable. It's kind of, you do have a few dinner and drinks before you actually get down to business instead of just the old dry hump. So it's a lot cheaper, and that will make it a lot more appealing as well. Update or spoilers on the economic model? Update is we've made several more iterations. No further iterations have been made over the last, I guess, 3 or 4 days so far. So that would indicate that we're getting closer. So now we've begun the talks on how the implementation process of the economic model would happen. So it's all well and good for us to be able to go out and say, hey, we've got a really good idea. This is going to bring a lot of traction and attention and all the rest of it in. And right, how long does it take to build? Who's building it? How we're putting the structure together for that and all the rest of it. So we're in that stage now, but the structure that would accompany that model means that we don't have to, there's not a lot of roadblocks to introducing that and announcing it. There's not a lot of roadblocks. So I've said that it'll happen in March, that we announce that, and that will definitely happen. When will the early access Vault people be let in, and will it be open to visit whenever or timed? Maybe Luke, you can answer that one. Is he still here?
I was just typing a response actually. It definitely won't be timed. We want people in there, and I think I think when other people are in there, it'll be addictive. At the moment, it's a bit quiet in there. I try and get other people to come in, and we actually have a team site where we let other people know internally when we're going in, because that the company of other people being in there makes it that much better. But it definitely won't be timed. As far as when early access happens, I think the bigger question is who will have early access. But yeah, it's hard to say at this point, but we're working very hard to get people in as soon as possible, and it's probably sooner than you think.
Ninja might also be, I'm not sure, it depends on the verbiage of the question. Ninja, just please let us know. He might also mean the people that have won headsets, because we did headset giveaways for early access. So maybe we can get clarification whether that was it.
Is that the question?
Yeah, because Ninja won a headset that Piyush gave away.
That's the question.
Oh,
So what he's asking is, when can he be included in getting the headset? When can he start going in?
Yeah, correct.
What's stopping us? Why can't he get in now?
He could.
All right.
Nothing's.
With me. I'll make that action item. You get in.
Wait, because Piyush might have something to chime in here, because one thing we did sort of hint at, and Piyush will correct me if I'm incorrect, one thing we did hint at was that we would also do I'd do one session where I'd jump in with people and sort of say, hey, how you going, and give a tour, that also shop owners and QMs could join us.
You're
Well, I
absolutely.
can do that.
Just to jump in, yes, you're absolutely right, Penny. We are just awaiting a couple of headsets to be delivered to people, and once it is done, we'll hold a combined session for a couple of you, and take you in. Also, sorry, we're also going to get you to sign an NDA very politely and with love, of course. But yeah, but that's it. Just give us a week or two more. We're just waiting for a couple more headsets to get delivered to people who won. And on that note, Benny, why don't we also bring back another Oculus giveaway next week?
Yes, I think we should, for sure. If people would like to win them, what do you think?
You guys heard it here first, right? Next week, Oculus giveaway.
So Wen IMX integration. Actually, I've got a bit of work to do tonight. So IMX, I've got a few more calls after this one. IMX, what can I say, Pete?
You can say nothing.
All right. It's progressing. It's progressing. Gas is low on chain now, and gas is high as crap in real life. Right. You haven't got any weird conspiracies tonight, XP, that I've seen. Where's your really obscure question on some story that's only
It's
broken?
coming, Benny.
It's coming up.
Coming, it's got to be. I volunteer myself for early access. That's very, very, very kind of you. F1 Rocco, very kind of you. What poggers? I've read it so many times on the website, but I still can't get it. What's the difference of VFOX and RFOX? I just need a clarification. Really simple, mate. RFOX is what you use to purchase things. VFOX is the token that gets you the rewards. So that will be the only way moving forward that you will be able to get staking rewards and distributions of earnings from transaction volumes. They'll all be paid out in the form of RFOX, which is the transaction token, but you must hold VFOX to claim rewards. Bitcoin bounced nicely. Bitcoin's a schizophrenic. It's a very, very unusual token, isn't it? Doesn't give two craps about what we want it to do. The thing is that if Bitcoin was going to, and this is always perfectly set up to make a liar of you, isn't it? If Bitcoin was going to completely bottom out and go into a long, long, long lull, one thing that history's taught us is it doesn't do it slowly. You know the saying, right? Bulls go up the stairs and bears go out the window. And it didn't go out the window. It's gone down the stairs. So all those people who have said it's over, it feels like it's over, but it's felt like it's over so many damn times in the last how many years. All the volume out of NFTs, gone. All the trading volume, gone. People not confidently talking about tokens. And then what's going to happen in 3-4 months from now? Everyone's going to tell you that was telling you, I'm not involved in the market, I'm not buying anything. You'd be mental. It's too dangerous. Everybody on every single platform will start saying, I was buying while all you suckers were panicking. And we'll get those hero tweets left, right, and center. Hi, streaming app should be one of the top RFOX projects. Are you aware of any serious competition is building any similar apps? Thank you. It's going to be massive for us for sure, and certainly will be an integral part of our ecosystem. And as far as similar apps are concerned, I think that most of the products or services that we have are replicated by other companies in some way, shape, or form. But the combination of the products and services we have gives us a unique offering. I don't know of anything that's exactly the same as what we're building. And the reason that is because we're also still working out how to amalgamate that into the metaverse which would give it a completely different slant to what we currently see. So as far as an e-commerce streaming app is concerned, there's tons of competitors on that now in different ways, shapes and forms and countries. But as far as in the metaverse is concerned, I'm seeing some interesting proposals being thrown out, but most of those look like they'd be years away to build. When is the Music Quarter auctions? So what we've said with that is that we'd make sure that the Music Quarter is, or our hope and goal is to make it so that you can walk around that before. So it's very hard to commit to something. We're working on the dates now, but I would say that it is still a couple of months away. RFOX equals currency, VFOX equals reward. Yep, there you go. Noted, thanks. Does a Fed-regulated digital dollar help or hurt RFOX? That's a good question, mate. So I don't know how many people, I forget what that guy's name is. There's an English guy that wears, what's his name? Clive or Clive? What's the guy with the British accent that's got a massive following that always talks with his hands clenched? What's his name?
Talking about Guy from Coin Bureau?
Yes, that's the one. Guy from Coin Bureau. If you know everyone, mate. If you're ever looking for a video to watch in relation to that, he talks about the DOT ecosystem, and he talks about Gavin Wood having gone missing for 3 months and coming back. And what he was doing was he was researching all of these regulatory plays that are coming into place. And he has a clear list of the things that the SEC and other governing bodies are trying to target. And he was basically saying that he thinks a lot of the current crypto projects would be in deep trouble and have to do a serious pivot to be able to continue to go untargeted. So that's something that we sort of take seriously. We circulated that stuff today as well, but just realistically, we're still at a stage in our journey where we can apply to all of those things for sure. So the answer is I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't think it's going to hurt us in any way, shape or form. But I don't know that it does us any benefit or great favours either. It's just really, really difficult to tell. It certainly doesn't worry me. It doesn't make me think, well, we're going to get impacted in a negative way and have to close down or anything like that. Can you do an Oculus giveaway on the AMA? Well, that's one for you, Piyush.
Oh, no, we're not doing it on the AMA. We'll roll out a competition next week. Certain things that you'll have to do. And we'll be happy to give you an Oculus with early access, VIP access to the vault. But what you will get on AMA this coming Friday, which is day after tomorrow, is a Minty, right?
Yeah, I think we can do that. We actually produced some more. So what can I buy? Hello, Luke?
Yeah, it's saying I can't hear Piyush. It's really weird. I can hear everybody but Piyush.
Have you got him muted?
Accidentally mute him. You can mute.
Well,
some
if I did, it
people.
wouldn't have been an accident, but maybe it's subconscious. I'll check it out.
Yeah, you may have muted him on your own.
When can I buy an Oculus with RFOX? I have no dollars. Matt, that's something that we would definitely want to do, and we're definitely looking at. And to be very, very transparent and a funny story, we sort of found a candidate that we thought could have been good for allowing us to have our own, and it was just a big strike, steaming pile of wasn't any good. So back to the drawing board. Will we be able to get into the vault using a Vive? Pete?
Not the current iteration, but maybe future ones.
Will there be any part of rewards for RFOX 2024? For example, some percentage of certain concerts, sport events to holders. If there is, we'll announce that. But one of the things that we have talked about is fractionalized ownership, and it's something that keeps getting raised. We've even got a potential deal on the table now that if that deal goes ahead, that would involve a company coming in and wanting to fractionally offer, yes, fractionally offer some part of whatever that company is, and in return you get some sort of percentage. Yes, there's lots of plans for RFOX 2020. We've started to roll those out. I'm getting vibes that RFOX 2020 is like giving you a free all-access pass in the RFOX Vault whitelists. No comment. Have you seen Cryptoverse looking like a collective copy pasta proposal that's still super early copy pasta between RFOX Network and Sandbox? I did have a look at it, mate. Yeah, all I can say is that having sat down and tried to actually work out the process of building something like we're building, if that was the proposition that was going to be built, I would say, see you in 2025.
I think that's still optimistic.
Probably. I think it's very interesting because as a project, and you know, sometimes you look at things and you think, oh, we can do that. We've been guilty of that ourselves. We've sat down and said, hey, we're going to do this, and we've talked to people and they say, yeah, we can do that in 2 months, and you sort of say, okay, cool. We can do this in 2 months, and then you sit down and start to try and do it, and you think, oh shoot, it's much harder than we thought, and these people underestimated it. We underestimated it. It's going to take 6 months, and then you see someone come along and try to do something that's 40 times as big as what you're doing, have nowhere near the budget they need, not the expertise they need, and then they go out and raise 40 million, and you think to yourself, this is just purely based on the fact that people have no understanding of what it is they're actually proposing. There was a RFOX 2020 shop owner. You're saying shop owners are greater than RFOX 2020 holder? Yes, for one particular reason, not necessarily for everything. Not when it comes to. Do you get a Snoop Dogg avatar to give away, Benny? I didn't. What happened was I missed it. We were on that call that night, right? And I stayed on a bit longer because we did a bit of DJing, and then I got off and I went to claim my free Snoop Dogg thing, and it said you're too late. And I was like, oh, come on. But, you know, I can't understand projects that have a really small timed window for claiming something when you've spent a ton of money, and they say, right, you've got a 6-hour window to claim something, otherwise we're selling it to somebody else. I think to myself, that's just like, who the hell sits on social all day? I'm a few months late from RFOX 2020. Can I get one? We've still got like 11 left, I think, Pete. But we've never sold one. We'll always give them away for certain things. Has anyone in here won one?
I bought mine.
I won mine in that first scavenger hunt.
Yeah, scavengers, that's the way to go, eh? You won yours on the Ender stream. Geez, did we give away one for an Ender stream?
We gave away 10 on the Ender stream.
We're going to give away 3 booster packs.
And Atesh won from the Ender stream.
Maybe we do a wheel for everyone that's ever heard me talk about the first 25 COGs, and the winner gets RFOX 2020.
That's everyone, man. That's everyone.
Oh no.
That's absolutely everyone. There's no
Just throwing out
space on
ideas.
the wheel.
That would crash
I'm back,
the wheel of the game.
guys.
All right. We were able to test on another server. So we're giving away the IAPF winner first, then 3 booster packs for everyone who attended the AMA tonight.
Whoa, that's cool.
Ben, you got to be careful here because you've got a standing order to pay 10 grand for RFOX 2020. So if someone wins one, you got to cough up 10 grand.
I don't care.
Oh, can
That's
you
what a
see it
standing
now?
order for. Luke, I hope that someone that wins an RFOX 2020 at some stage thinks, yes, I just won 10 grand. I hope they think like that.
Yeah, good call.
Can you guys see my screen now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm shuffling.
Is Gecko sharing?
Good luck to everyone who participated in the IPF fundraiser. Thank you for helping the foundation out. Lucky!
I've got to fly, guys, but good luck, and I'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, Benny.
Cheers, Benny!
All right, here we go.
Let's do
Let's
this.
spin
Good
one more
luck,
time.
everyone.
Five more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not
Okay.
on the list, so I'm not emotionally
Spin.
invested in this.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
Who's got the mute? Oh,
Oh! That's a lucky one.
Who the heck is this?
Who's that? Well,
Who's
that's the
that?
point.
Is that another team member? No, I'm joking.
No.
Meng, I think this is a team member's one. This is mine. No, I'm
No,
joking.
no.
So you
Are
have
you sure it's not mine?
an undeclared address?
Are you sure it's not mine? It's one of my 2,000 addresses. No, it's not mine.
I'm sure these guys
All
are
right.
gonna do some snooping.
Yeah.
Congrats to 5.pww. This looks like Piyush's alternate address, though.
Okay.
Okay,
Congrats,
let's do the
guys.
grab fish for 3 booster packs. So for everyone new here, we're going to give away booster packs.
Are we doing 3 grub fish, or are we doing top 3 in 1 grub fish?
Let's do top 3.
Yeah, let's get top 3.
So just I mean, this is a good opportunity for those first-time collectors of COGs as well. As you know, if we are transiting over to the build 1.1, where we are focusing on arena mode, these COGs will help you build your collection so you qualify for arena. Good luck, everyone.
Fast, we've got 80 people in this list right now.
Wow.
Wow,
I think it's one of the biggest turnout. Yep. Well, as mentioned, we will have more community events related, and we want to bring in the people from Indonesia and Philippines into our community as well. So we expect to do more of these events for all those newcomers. And I think it's only fair that you also talk to them about the 25 COGs and not spare them that trauma.
I need to learn
When are we
how
burning
to
them?
say that in Philippine language. We
Yeah.
call it
You know what?
Tagala.
You know what? I'm gonna get Meng to write it out for you in Tagalog, and you can paste it in the Tagalog channel.
Can I help you edit that to proofread it just to make sure it really says what we want it to say?
We're gonna do fight night again,
Okay.
but most likely on Thursday.
Can you see it now?
Yep.
So
3 booster packs.
is anybody resharing?
Yep.
Let me know when it's go time.
We got
Oh, it's
half the
go
server
time.
resharing.
Shuffle it 50 times.
How do I shuffle this here?
Oh, you gotta shuffle it both that first.
At least 25 times, right?
All right, ready, guys?
Go.
Go.
Good luck, guys.
Wow,
Wow, Lonmar.
there's gonna be a lot of dead grub
That's a
fish.
lot of people there.
Thank you guys for joining us. I'm seeing a lot of Filipino names now here.
Echo, 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 echo.
Just mute Pete's stream.
So we're getting top 3, right?
Yep.
Still 25.
How come Piyush is on there?
What?
Really, he's
Restart.
not considered staff.
Don't worry, he's not gonna win.
Is that Lay?
Yeah, that's Lee. Lee did.
Oh, we got the streamer Perks TV as well. He's still alive. Look at that.
Oh, look at them slamming those grubs. Oof.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Oh,
Top 3.
That's your top 3.
Nice.
I collect cogs. It's making the whales bigger whales.
okay. I'll take a screenshot of this.
Congrats, everyone.
Congrats.
Just missed it.
Thank
Guys.
you for joining.
I need your wax addresses.
Thank you for joining game night, guy.
ubhqu.wham. Chino.
Ah.
All right. See you guys next week, and we'll be giving away more. And of course, we'll have a fight night on Thursdays, starting next week.
And then,
Oh, don't forget, Hanford has a gold slammer that he's giving away on Twitter once he hits enough likes and retweets, I believe. Right, Hanford?
And when iOS comes out. That's what it says in the tweet. Is to celebrate it. But yeah, it's a #1 gold VFOX slammer.
Wait. Did Piyush leave? Because he asked me to share something and he left.
You scared him away.
Oh, I
You gotta be
guess.
nicer to him.
Best you just share it, then you don't want to get in trouble.
We'll just share it.
No, because I need him to approve it. But he's not there. Sorry, guys.
Who's got seniority?
Who's
He
got the bigger
controls
cogs?
all the information that comes out.
Yeah, as Gecko just said, Pete. Who's got the bigger cog?
I got no idea. I've never seen his cogs.
You haven't stalked his cogs collection?
I know he got pink cogs. Okay, I'm gonna share it with you guys. Don't tell him.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Overwatch. Here we go.
He's gonna share us a bogus screenshot. Watch.
He's gonna show us a picture of Piyush in his hair.
Probably.
Really, Pete?
It's a white screen, bro.
All right, guys. Have
Yeah.
a good night.
Yeah, he was gonna do that. He's so predictable.
Of course.
Okay, take care, guys.
Not stop streaming. Just close the window.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. Bye.
Take care,
Bye,
Meg.
everyone.